Well, hello, 117th Family. Colonel King and Chief Davis here to give you a quick rundown of some current events happening on the installation, a reminder of some of the resources available to you, and tell you about some upcoming events we have. Chief?
We're just finishing up with July drill, and today we elected to continue the virtual option for many of our traditional airmen. We had a very successful weekend, improving our readiness.
I know that Ops and Maintenance executed a full flighting schedule.
The Conflight assisted in email migration.
The FSS was conducting CDC and PME testing all weekend.
The Med Group processed appointments and conducted a mobile shot clinic. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, typhoid is still hurting me. Services provided delicious meals for us to go.
We had a virtual finance management class.
And our leadership team met to discuss some force development and strategic goals going on here at the base.
We also had an in-person church service and a promotion ceremony while maintaining our social distance.
Yeah, so while it may have seemed a normal drill for those of us that were here, we're still abiding by all the CDC and DOD guidance and kind of limiting our group sizes and wearing a mask when we're not able to maintain our social spacing there. Speaking of that, I want to talk about the HIPCON situation on the base. Chief?
Server remain at HPCon Charlotte, and we will until further notice based on DOD policy requiring a 14-day downward trend on reported COVID cases in the local area. If you've been following the local news, Alabama, the state of Alabama and Jefferson County are still high-risk areas, and COVID cases as well as hospitalizations continue to rise. Proactive efforts since March have kept our COVID cases on the base relatively low, but we realize now there's no time to let our guard down.
Right, Chief. Now, I know our medical professionals will still be continuing to ask these questions as you come through the gate and measure your temperature. Speaking of the main gate, you'll notice our security forces is now protected from the elements via a new covering at the main gate. I hate to say, but the base gym is going to remain closed for the near future. We just can't risk everybody being back in the gym at this point. The credit unions continuing to be drive-through only. Chief, what's the good news?
The good news is the BX is now open. Masks will be in effect and plexiglass is put in place to protect the account.
So we're still engaging with our public health experts almost daily, and we'll continue to evaluate these measures as conditions change. And we'd also like to remind everyone of the resources we have here available for you at the 117th Air Refueling Wing. First of all, our Chaplain Corps. We just had a contingent of our Chaplain Corps redeploy back here after 6 months overseas, serving the Air Force and the AFRICOM, doing a great job up there, and they're always here for you.
Psychological help, the Sexual Assault Prevention Response Coordinator, Family Support Staff, great feedback on the Facebook page, Financial Counselor.
Yeah.
If you need help, reach out to your peers, your supervisor, or first sergeant, or your commander. During these trying times, you're always entitled to full resources we have worked so hard to secure.
All right, team, we brought you outside now to talk about a few of the near-term events we're working on. August drill is approaching quickly. We only have 3 weeks before the drill happens. We're trying to decide right now. I'm going to do that next week to give you a good 2 weeks out so you can plan accordingly. Hopefully we can have a full-up drill, but if it remains virtual, we're going to give you that option. I've directed our team also to form a diversity and inclusion panel to capitalize on the Air Force and Air National Guard initiatives and promote some productive dialogue on this subject. We've sent a resource list of books, videos, and TED Talks compiled by the Air Force to all members and their commanders so we can begin to have these discussions at the unit. So we all know that we're a stronger team because of our diversity. Colonel Grant, also his retirement ceremony is going to be in September at the Southern Museum of Flight, just over the hill from us here. Looking forward to that, and we'll let you know the details as soon as that comes along. I'm standing up here along our A-26 that we procured from Robins Air Force Base. We're going to restore this thing and move it up to the air park as soon as possible, looking at completion date of December of this year.
Thanks, Colonel King, for that information. Maintenance is working on a KC-135 vertical stabilizer. It will be placed in a roundabout down the hill. The celebration for the 100th anniversary of the wing will be in 2022. If you're interested in being on the planning committee, contact somebody in the wing staff. Next spring, our unit effectiveness inspection will take place. Also, Colonel King has made a selection on a new wing command chief. The announcement will be coming soon.
Hey, I'd like to close by talking about all the great attitudes I've seen out here over the past few months. I think the 117th attitude toward our mission has always gotten us through some tough times here. Whether you're wearing a mask and chem gear out in 100-degree heat or under the watchful eye of an inspector, the consistent debrief we always hear from other inspectors is the awesome attitude of the 117th family. So right now we need more than ever for you to show that attitude, hold your head high, put on a smile under your mask, and be resilient airmen.
Also, please be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Thanks for what you do as a member of the 117th Airman Field Wing and the Alabama National Guard. God bless.